These are the pictures of Shri Krishna's land, Vrindavan, where every tiny little particle belongs to Lord Gopal. The holy river Yamuna also flows here, which washes away all worries and pains of human life. This city has the unique blend of happiness, sorrow, and pain. In the resonance of all these feelings, this river continuously flows in search of the unknown horizon, because its waves are perhaps the only witness of so many tearful, miserable lives who are left behind. No one is there to break the silence. No words can define their loneliness.
मेरा आदमी जब चली गई, मेरे को कोई ढूंढा नहीं है। मैं कलकत्ता से अपने आप गिर एक कोठी में काम करती, उसी से मैं छुट्टी करके भाग के आई। वृंदावन पूछ के मैं आ गया।
मेरा पोती गुजर गया, तार बाद में हमारा एक बेटा घर शत्रु विभीषण আমার দেহর উনি কিছু দুশ্মনী করে ছেলেটাকে গলত রাস্তায় নিয়ে গেছে। तो छेले के हमें बहुत समझाया, छेले ठीक आया, लड़का मेरा बाद आ गया, मगर बाद में किसी लोग दुश्मन गया और मौत तो लोग घुरे नहीं आया। तारपर एक दूसरा लड़की शादी करा, उस जिन्ने में बेटा गुस्सा कर गया, वृंदावन आ गया।
डिस्टेंस से गंडगोल हुआ बांग्लादेश में, वो से हमारा आदमी गोली से मर गई, गुजर गई। उसके बाद वो एक लड़का था, उसको लेके हम नीलरतन में वो आया की कास कर रहा है। आया की कास करके उनके देखभाल करके बड़ा कर दिया। फिर उसको माध्यमिक पास कराया, उसको बाद वो काम कर रहे। काम करते करते दो साल हो गया, उसके बाद वो गुजर गई एक्सीडेंट में। तो हमारा कोई नहीं, आदमी गई, लड़का भी गई, वो परिवार गई, ससुर ससुर कुछ नहीं, ये सब गुजर गई। उसके बाद हमारा भतीजा रहा यहाँ पर वृंदावन की। तो बोला फूफा आप चले मेरा पास, वहाँ पर आप भजन करिए, आपको तो सब खत्म हो गया, भजन करिए और वहाँ पर तो फिर आप शोक जा पाया ना भूल जा सकते हैं, आप वहाँ पर भजन कर। तो वो हमारा भतीजा यहाँ पर ले आए।
70 बीघा खेती लेके लिया, वो छोड़ दिया। हमारे ननद के लड़का वो बोले वृंदावन चलो तुमके वृंदावन दर्शन कराएगा। तो गाना में छोटोपने थका, अभी तो बुढ़ी हो गई, अभी तो उम्र हो गई, यहाँ से छोड़ दिया। तो यह में रह रहा।
In the present time, words are busy with so many worldly tasks, so they don't want to enter in the times of plight and wander in the past. But there are so many stories here, waiting to be told eagerly since ages. They are preserved in the memories with an eternal hope that someone will come and listen to them and their lives will change.
देखिए, आपसे मैं बोल रही, आप गलत काम कर रही, आपको मैं समझाई तो आप समझाएगा नहीं, तो आपको क्या बोलूँ, मुझे आप मर जाओ, ये नहीं बोलूँ। भैया तेरा घर संसार लेके तेरा बाल बच्चा रख के तू सुखी रहो। हमारा जीवन, हमारा शरीर, हमारा आत्मा लेके मैं जिधर जाऊंगी इधर ही मेरा भगवान कुछ ना कुछ आधी रोटी एक रोटी तो देगा ही देगा।
दुख तो बहुत, दुख कितना बोलना चाहिए, हम हनुमान नहीं हैं जो बोलेगा। दुख तो बहुत हुआ, उसके बाद तो इधर आया।
पैर यदि होती है, पैर फल खाने का सबेरा आशा है, इसलिए बेटा को अच्छी जगह शादी देने का हमारा मतलब है। बेटा वो यह नहीं समझ में नहीं आती, उससे गुस्सा हुआ नहीं। बेटा को इतना बताइए जो तोरा मतलब नहीं हमारे संग, मैं चल रहा बाहर में।
खाना यहाँ से कौन देगा, और दुस्तूरा वहाँ के मारेगा पीटेगा, यही बात है। और ईमानदार के है ना वृंदावन किसी, गुंडा के दुस्तों के सब चोरा, ईमानदार की कछु है ना। हमारे तो 3 बार झोपड़ी तोड़ दिया गुंडा है, हमें भय ना करी, बोले मार दे हमें तो राते ही चल जाएगा।
You would not believe that they are not dead as yet, despite the agony, helplessness, and loneliness they are facing in this life. They dwell between life and death every day. These widows, mother of Vrindavan, are the victims of social injustice and constantly face discrimination from society. Any so-called civilized society would be ashamed by seeing the conditions in which they are living in shelter homes. Their names and addresses can be different. They might have come to Vrindavan from different cities and have different tales to tell, but their pain and agony are same and identical. These are the homeless widows who, despite all odds, have names of Radhe Radhe on their lips. After the death of their husbands, when their own relatives and family members disowned them, and giving them the basics of life like food and shelter became a burden, they decided to leave everything behind and took shelter in Vrindavan. There are many widows whose own children have forcefully dumped them here in the name of salvation, the moksha. No one knows, and not even interested to know, that why these women came so far from their own places. Perhaps they are on the endless journey to go far from the world, very far away. No one knows, since how many days they have been here and how many days they will live like this. One day, when they will be tired and their body will give up this aimless struggle of life, they will leave silently. No one will bother, no one will ask, no one will even know. Today, in Vrindavan alone, there are 15 to 20,000 widows staying like this. They are mothers, they have different stories, but few things are common in them. They are still full of love and blessings for their children, and that can be felt in their sad and still eyes. They don't blame their own family members or anybody in the world. They feel that it is their own destiny and fate.
लड़का कैसा भी हो, लड़के की भी जरूरत रहती है, क्योंकि वो कुल दीपक रहता है। कैसे भी हो, खाओ, प्रेम से कमाओ, खाओ, हम तो उनको यही आशीर्वाद देते हैं। लड़का भी होना जरूरी है। अब जो भी कुछ है, ठीक है, हमारे भाग्य का लिखा है, वो तो हमको एडजस्ट करना है ना।
बेटा को साथ में लड़ाई न हो, घरे देवर संगे लड़ाई हो गया। देवर टू बेटा के गलत रास्ता लेके जाने।
Most of them are from the eastern part of India, West Bengal and Odisha. Every morning comes with new struggles for them. Their hectic schedule starts at 4 o'clock early in the morning. After having a bath and finishing their daily chores, they hurriedly run barefoot on uneven and sharp stone roads to Bhajan Ashram, chanting center for day-long sessions. The only anchor of their life is the name Radhe Radhe. But still, they know that if they get late, the doors of temples will be closed for them, and they will be left without food and shelter for the whole day. They chant in the morning and evening, at least for 4 to 5 hours a day. So the pain and compassion is not only for the name of their god and goddess Shyam and Radhe, it is for the hunger, thirst and survival, because this is the only financial support and source of living for them to keep the fire of their stoves burning at the shelter homes. Not only life, but death is also miserable, and a big question is left behind. Who will cremate their bodies? It is always a point of worry that will their body be cremated properly? No one will disrespect their dead body and will do any inhuman act with their bodies. They know that any day can be the last day of their life, and they will leave their body and proceed to the unknown destination where they will have no tears, no pains, no worries of food and shelter. Any piece of sunlight in the morning can remind you the corner of these ashrams. Any old lady cleaning the land can remind you of these widows cleaning ashrams, sitting at windows and looking nowhere. Don't you feel that they remind us of the flow of the Yamuna of Krishna's city, which is flowing since ages? Recite them patiently. They come from very far, by making their way in the crowd. When the highest judicial body, the Honourable Supreme Court of India, came across the facts related to the life of these widows of Vrindavan during a hearing of a writ petition on the 3rd of August 2012, the bench of Honourable Justice D.K. Jain and Honourable Justice Madan B. Lokur instructed the National Legal Services Authority to find out the conditions of these homeless widows of Vrindavan. At the same time, the Honourable Supreme Court suggested that Sulabh International Social Service Organization should be asked that if they are willing to take the responsibility of arranging food for 1,780 homeless widows. When the member secretary of the authority, U. Sharat Chandran, wrote a letter to the visionary of Sulabh movement, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, he accepted the proposal open-heartedly within no time.
When I received letter from National Legal Services Authority inquiring of the wishes of Honourable Supreme Court of India whether Sulabh International Social Service Organization could provide food to the widows of Vrindavan which they are not getting properly. Certainly it was a letter for us, and any person or society engaged in social work or philanthropic work, we readily agreed that we will provide food to the widows of Vrindavan. So we felt encouraged to get such letter from Nalsa.
Without any delay, the visionary and the father of Sulabh sanitation movement, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, reached Vrindavan, and with his team of dedicated volunteers on 12th of August 2012. On his visit, first he offered prayers in temples and then reached to meet the widows in different ashrams. He talked to them and heard their real-life stories very patiently. Lunch was arranged for them and clothes were distributed. At the same time, Dr. Pathak decided that these widows will be given 1,000 rupees per month as honorarium. He also took the decision that arrangement of food for them will be done by the Sulabh International itself. He also decided that his organization will not only take care of these widows, but will also look after all the homeless women of the city who live on the pavements and footpaths.
One woman, she described that she was married in a very good family, and it was a good day for her, spending time with the family, the rich family. Suddenly husband died, and when the children grew, they were married. After marriage, they said, "Mother, please go from here." And she had no choice except the Vrindavan. She had heard about that. So she left the house. From Howrah, she came to Delhi. In Delhi, she was caught by the ticket collector. And she said, "I'm a widow, I have nothing, how can I pay you a ticket?" So anyhow, the police wanted to know where she wanted to go. So he wrote a piece of paper, gave to her, and she was brought to Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, she stayed on the station platform for 2 days without any food, without anything, only drinking water. After 2 days, somebody met her and gave her 2 biscuits and a cup of tea. She said to me, "I never drank nectar, I had no occasion to, but certainly that tea was a nectar for my life. I cannot forget that day." Also, when they came in the Vrindavan, they are living in the ashrams, but there they manage the food by bhajans and something, but they had to miss their meal during night hours. Either some biscuits, some chirwa, something like this they eat. So therefore they had no full meal during night hours. So certainly it was a very difficult time for them. So when I met, certainly it was also for me a heartbreaking news, and certainly also I started weeping with her while she was narrating her story. So that way certainly when I met, I was shattered to see the conditions of the widows of Vrindavan.
Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, a visionary, a reformer, and a noted social activist of India, emotionally connected himself with the problems of these mothers of Vrindavan. He got emotional while talking about them. He announced that till the time he is alive, no mother of Vrindavan will sleep on an empty stomach.
I would like to share my bread with these mothers and sisters who have no food to eat during night hours especially. And not only a lifetime, I would try to see that amount is deposited in the bank. Out of that, this program should continue even after my death.
To make their plans a reality, Sulabh has also started a proper office in Vrindavan with one and only objective: to run different welfare schemes for these mothers.
The office opened of Sulabh in Vrindavan will coordinate among the agencies, organizations, NGOs and the people who have information about the widows of Vrindavan.
Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak himself is very well determined to show his concern at how some moments of happiness can be added to their lives. He decided to provide fully equipped ambulances to this place for proper medical assistance. He also assured that on the demise of any widow in Vrindavan, if there is nobody to take the responsibility for the cremation of her body, then Sulabh will come forward to perform the last rites by Vedic customs and rituals with all respect and dignity. The expenditure of this would be incurred by Sulabh itself.
Those organizations, NGOs who cannot provide money for performing the rites and rituals after death of the mothers and sisters, Sulabh will come forward to pay money for the proper rites, rituals and say for burials and for burning to those mothers and sisters. So in the lack of money, the dead body should not be discarded or thrown away in the river. So we will see that proper rites are performed to the widows of Vrindavan.
He also encourages vocational training for women who are fit and willing to work, so that they can learn some skills and lead their life with dignity wherever they live.
We have to go talk to mothers and sisters, widows. Let them know that they wanted to take training or not, or if yes, then what type of vocational training. Because it depends upon the attitude of the person, also the physical conditions of the mothers and sisters. So we will decide accordingly. I will think normally sewing or tailoring, making papadam, pickles, noodles, like this will be easier for them to do that. So on the other hand, it will depend on their attitude, what they would like. But on the other hand, we would like to see that they should be able to perform. So with this purpose, we want to start the training.
Dr. Pathak seems to be determined to change the situation of these women without any shelter. He believes that it is just the beginning, and like a fountain, the beginning of all great things is small. Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak is very optimistic and hopeful that his innovative efforts will definitely get the support of intellectuals and right-thinking people of the country and from all over the world, because he believes that God has given us wealth and prosperity so that we can help the poor and needy.
I always believe in doing oneself. What do you want to do, you should do. Let others follow. Whether they want, they do not want, they will do, they will not do. It is not my outlook. But after hearing news from the radio, reading the newspapers, television, and other Twitters, Facebook. I have got also letters and phone calls from the people. They also want to join this initiative, a good work, a philanthropy work for the widows of Vrindavan. So I hope people around the world will come forward to help these widows of Vrindavan.
Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, a person who has the capacity to conquer the dejected and gloomy minds and soul with his extraordinary conviction and commitment, invited mothers of Vrindavan to Delhi on the 27th of September 2012 to honor and felicitate them. He gave them a reason to smile and added a new chapter of color and fragrance of devotion to their memories. The program began with a chanting of Radhe Radhe. And later on, 5 fully equipped medical ambulances were handed over to serve widows of Vrindavan round the clock. Other than these ambulances, many other necessary items were given to be installed in their shelter homes, like televisions, refrigerators, and medical equipment like BP apparatus and sugar monitors to keep a check on their health on a day-to-day basis.
এখন আমরা এই বাবাকে সাহায্য हमको मिला तो हम लोग को इतना खुश होता है हमको दिल में जे बाबा ईश्वर है भगवान है.
On this occasion, a book named Vrindavan Ki Vidwaएं Ek Naya Jeevan was also released. The book narrates stories of plight of widows' lives. The widow mother, Manu Ghosh, was also full of sentiments and got emotional when she spoke on the occasion.
में आके बाबा ने हमको परिचय पत्र दे के चिट्ठी दे के हमको जैसी ले आई ऐसी कोई जगह में हम लोग गया नहीं. इतना आदर समादर इतना माने इज्जत मिला हमको बहुत खुश है.
The next day, they were all invited in the Sulabh complex of Delhi, where a lunch was arranged for them and their group photographs were taken. They also enjoyed the program of Bhajan Kirtan in Sulabh auditorium, and then they all proceeded to Vrindavan.
पहले बहुत दुखी थे भैया, अब तो मैं सुखी से हूँ. हंसता चेहरा रहता है, सबको खुशियाल रहता है. जब से बाबूजी हम लोग को उठाए तब से हम लोग बहुत खुशी रहते हैं.
The resonance of these innovative and extraordinary efforts of Sulabh can not only be heard in the alleyways of Vrindavan, but can be felt on the faces of these mothers in their smiles.
राधा रानी हमारे को इतना कृपा करे. अभी अपना पास जो है बहुत है, बहुत दिया मेरे को अकेली नहीं, सब माई को राधा रानी खुश रखे.
Today, the mothers of Vrindavan have very well realized that their chanting of Radhe Radhe has really been heard by Gopal. Sulabh is also one of the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, and Vrindavan is a land of Sri Krishna, an avatar, a reincarnation of Vishnu. That's why these mothers of Vrindavan, who are spending their lives here as widows, have this conviction that one day these dark clouds of pain and sorrows will fade away, and the sun will rise, and definitely a Sulabh, a happy and bright morning will come and bring new meanings of life with it.